Longwe Twala and his brother Chicco Twala appeared in court today because the dad got them arrested because allegedly they stole some musical equipment worth 300,000 rands. However, we did not get to see the proceedings, and Chicco Twala is so adamant, okay, that Longwe did not pull the trigger when it came to actually senseless murder. Let's talk about it. Hello, hi, welcome to Entertainment Galore, and this is your girl Missy. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Yo, you know when you have money, you can literally pull a whole media house to a courthouse, and they will also not record the proceedings, okay, of the day that we probably just we're waiting for. Other than that, they're gonna do an interview on you, okay, because you want to get your message across because your son's name is appearing in courts again. So you need a publicity stunt, and that is just my opinion on Chicco Twala. Okay, so apparently he says that while he was in the US, Longwe and Asilo, his sons actually broke into his studio and stole equipment allegedly worth up to 300,000 rands. I kind of feel like he just wanted to get a point across, and obviously knew that they are going to ask, and by them or they, I mean the journalists are going to ask about Longwe's name being mentioned in court, being said that he actually pulled the trigger and he is the one who unalived Asenzo. So he was very adamant about that and said, you know what, my son cannot handle a gun. Okay, he says my son cannot handle a gun. He's never used a firearm before. Which is very confusing because your son is on substances and he's always on the streets, okay? So you say, from what we've heard from you over the years. How certain are you and how sure are you that he's never used a firearm?
I'd say yes. But if someone said my son shot, Longwe will never do that. He's not that kind of a character. He's never carried a gun in his entire life. The defense in the sense of, especially the ones who accuse him of shooting, they are just psychopaths. They are mad.
If convicted, your son will have a criminal record to his name. So what's your message to parents who are struggling with drug abuse with their children right now?
Well, I think I've seen one of our closest friends, being killed by, I think you guys know Hope Zide. She used to be with the SABC. We cannot protect our kids because, you see, such incidents happen because some parents obviously protect their kids if they are maybe there's some elements of criminality amongst the family. You find that kids, maybe they do robberies and all, and we keep quiet. These things, sometimes they hit back. So I don't think parents should actually be silent about this. Because some parents, they know that their kids have issues, not only with drugs, with other criminal activities. I think it's important for parents to really come out and, that's how we can get our country safe, from drugs, and we must speak out.
But Twala, you started by saying that you were not in the country, but before you left, you spoke to your sons. Take us through the emotions you went through when you got back home and all of a sudden things had changed. Look,
I knew, to be honest with you, when I was preparing to go to the US, why I had a meeting with them, I knew that Longwe Special will go astray. I knew it. So I spent about 2 hours talking to him. He was okay, looking good, very clean, And when I came back, and then I found, my stuff gone, I was really hurt. I was really hurting. And at this time, I said to myself, I'll find him, and wherever I found him, definitely, I don't care. He must rot in jail. I don't care. He's my son, but I'd rather see him in jail than to see him suffer in the streets, stealing from people, stealing from me, But one thing for sure, I don't care who says what. The Senzo Meyiwa, whatever they can do, they will never find him guilty of that.
Mr. Twala, there are, information from the defense in the Senzo Meyiwa trial that your gun was taken for testing. Could you possibly shed light on that?
My gun?
Yes.
Yes, because it's normal practice. If my son was implicated, they said my gun was used. So the police have the right to take my firearm for ballistic test. It's a normal practice. So I wouldn't say no to the police if they want my firearm. I had to give them. to make sure that it's cleared. There's no problems with my firearm. So some people said my firearm was stolen. My firearm was never stolen. I've had my firearm all my life. I've never reported my firearm stolen or what. It's all lies. People just abstracted a story from Mansbury Rue. You know, with Twitter and social media, you find haters. People will all say all different kind of things of people they don't like. And then now people will just grab the stories and just some people are even making money with this podcast and all that, just to attract people to join, to subscribe and all that. So that's what is happening.
Your second son is also opening his room. How is he like? Is he anything like Longwe?
Look, he surprised me. He surprised me. He was not. I've never had issues with him, but I decided that they must both suffer the consequences because they were together.
Is he also a drug addict?
No, he's not. He doesn't take drugs.
How many times has he been to rehab?
More than 30 times.
Private?
Government has been to rehab more than 30 times. I've even lost count.
Would you say that you have given up on him?
Honestly speaking, he's my son. I love him. I'd rather see him spending time in jail, whether it's life or what, than see him suffer in the streets or hurting other people.
Judging by the remarks that you just mentioned regarding Isenzo mega trial, do you think this has a stigma, or does this stigma affect your career?
It won't affect my career. If I'm here. I'm here with you guys. I'm not arrested. The police don't even. I would be arrested if there was a problem. It's only haters, people who don't like me, but I don't have a problem. God loves me, you know, and there are people who love me out there. Those who hate me, hard luck. You understand? The Senzo Mayiwa thing, as we speak, I have a very good relationship with Senzo's mom. Yesterday I spoke to them. I spoke to Senzo's family all the time. And if Senzo's mom loves me and she accepts me as a son, who are they, those haters? I have a very good relationship with Senzo's mom. Even now when I leave her, I'm going to talk to her.
Did you have a relationship before his passing or after?
I have a very good relationship with Senzo. And hence, I took a responsibility that it's not that because of my son or what. I have students that are not my kids, who are doctors, who are lawyers, that have assisted. So I always assist disadvantaged, especially young black people. So I don't actually see the problem if I have to assist Senzo's mom or anyone else. They are not the first. I help a lot of people.